Hello again, everyone. How are y'all doing? I hope 2026 so far has been treating you pretty nicely. I've been thinking a lot about our progress so far, even though it's barely even been a month of the new year. I have tried to be as productive as I can in a lot of ways and in trying new pursuits. Um, but I wanted to talk about how a very popular streamer by the name of Cenat has been doing something different from his typical or usual content. I don't necessarily follow him. I rarely, if ever, watch his streams for the sake of entertaining content, and obviously nothing against him or his content, or even as a person, because what he's been doing recently that I've been seeing online has made me give him a lot of respect. I think he admitted himself that he wants to improve in talking and in socializing and conversing, and I could tell by the way he speaks in his live stream content that he's not the best communicator from my perspective. He made content for the sake of a dopamine rush or good vibes and overall just having fun. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with doing the things you love or partying on your own accord, as long as you're not hurting anybody. But I'm glad that he has reflected upon his content and especially upon his life, where he wants to be better at talking, at speaking with people, and how he communicates online and with others.
Intention is a strategy you can use. You can use pair a new habit with a specific time and location. The implementation intention formula is I will behavior and time and location. Habit stacking is a strategy you can use to pair a new habit with a current habit. The habit stacking formula is after current habit, I will new habit, and that is time. Company 123, December 24th. Stating again, I am reading to articulate myself better for the future. See y'all next time. I'm left off at page 79.
As of recently, I've been seeing him read books, he's been searching up words, and I honestly respect that, increasing his vocabulary, pronunciating and enunciating words that are unfamiliar to him.
Spontaneity. How do I pronounce that? Spontaneity. Spawn. Oftentimes, when I don't know what a word is pronounced, I get to look at how it's pronounced and what it even means.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity. The condition of being spontaneous. Spontaneity.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity. Spontaneity. And spontaneity of life. Hardly such questions set up a false what does that mean?
Dichotomy.
Dichotomy. A false dichotomy. What does that mean? A dichotomy. A division or contrast between two things that are or represented as being opposed or entirely different. Repeated branching into two equal. Dichotomy.
And I'm guilty of doing that myself when it comes to different or unfamiliar words. I think it's extremely common for someone to look up the definition of a word that they don't know. But for Kaisenat to increase his vocabulary and improve his overall speech is very respectable. What's crazy to me, and what I think is really sad, is that a lot of people online have been making fun of him and mocking him, and I guess to those people, in their eyes, he's just one of those people just meant to entertain. They see Kaisenat as their source of entertainment and not as a person. I don't know if that makes any sense. That you only see a content creator just for the sake of being entertained by them. And if you don't see them that way, then they are utterly worthless to you. And I completely disagree with that mindset. And as much as I get entertainment from certain content creators, I see them as people too. You know, they always have this YouTube facade of trying to be entertaining and of trying to complete challenges and doing funny pranks and stuff. You know, just overall having fun with their YouTube content, you know, how they portray themselves online. But to me, depending on the person, and especially depending on the content creator, you have an entertaining side where people love watching their videos and stuff, but off camera, they're just real people and they're just, you know, trying to make their way through life and, you know, always gonna get the bag and, um, you know, they have their private lives and such. But I kind of digress from the topic. Going back to Cenat, I extremely respect him now that he's decided to want to be better at even the little things that he wants to pursue. I haven't seen his mental health video, but I have seen his passion. I have seen his excitement about wanting to learn, wanting to read. I even noticed that he read from one of the books called Atomic Habits, and I have that book in my house. And I'd say that book is a really good book to want to know how to be better. And what a great start from Kai Cenat to want to improve his dialogue, improve his speech. And overall, I find it really sad that people are making fun of him for wanting to be better. But there's also the other side where people actually commend and respect Kai Cenat for trying to improve. And overall, I want to say I will never disrespect someone who wants to be better, who wants to change, who wants to be a good influence, especially to an audience of millions. So, really love Kai Cenat for that. And I think that makes me want to support him and actually read a book myself because I'm averagely educated and I need to read a lot more books than just, you know, be chronically online, playing video games, editing videos. And as much as all the pursuits that I want to achieve is via technology, I would think that there's a lot more value on things that aren't technological, like Kai Cenat reading a book, or you guys going outside, spending time with family, getting to know God through the scriptures and through modern and ancient prophets, working out, exercising, journaling, focusing on serving your community, stuff like that. In these small and argumentatively insignificant ways that we can improve our minds and our bodies, of which I think is one of the best ways to improve. And as long as we stay consistent in small and simple ways, I think that's how we grow. I think it's perfectly fine to mess up in the beginning as long as we keep at it and grow and learn from our mistakes, just do better and be better. I think we can achieve quite a lot in this life. So, yeah, to end the video, huge respect to Kai Cenat. My advice is to go read a book. Go spend some time outside. Go love your friends and family. Go exercise. Hydrate, drink some water. And that's about it. Those are all my thoughts on it. More videos like this to come. I'm really excited for Arknight's Enfield to come out this week. I will be playing that a lot. I'm also really excited for Wuthering Waves version 3.1. Also in the coming months, I will be reacting to some anime. And I would love your anime reactions down in the comments as well. Alright, that's it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. I really like speaking my thoughts on this channel. Stay safe, stay awesome, God bless, and have a good one.